Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Basham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Akin. This is your brother Bawan, back again with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Basham Rakakwadash. All praises and glory is due. And this video is going to be entitled, this is a continuation of the previous video I just did, and it's going to be entitled, and I'm finally doing the video on this, and I said that I would touch on this in the previous video, so I'm just going to make it a whole different video, right? Because I also want to go into this. You have this mindset, this ideology in Babylon the Great, that as long as you are quote unquote not hurting anybody, that you can do as much wickedness as you like, right? What is the justification for some of the wicked actions that you see going on in Babylon the Great? Example, the whoredoms of our women, the alphabet ideology that you see in Babylon the Great. And the justification is, oh, well, as long as they're not hurting anybody, oh, they're just having fun, right? That it's okay for them to do as long as they're not hurting anybody, even though that's going off according to the scriptures, right? Because this is wickedness. It is, off according to the scriptures. It is the sin, the sin against the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahushai, and against the words of the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahushai. And really, that's all the justification that is needed in order to, in order for it to be wicked, in order for it to be off. But in this world, we also still have to give, reasons and go into different scriptures and show that there is no such thing as, and show that, these actions are harmful to not just to people but the world as a whole. Or really, don't have to say that it's just wicked. Read all the precepts, show how it's wicked, and just leave it at that. But you see, the people of this world, because the real reason why they are saying that, the real reason why they'll say, oh, well, as long as the person is not hurting anybody, as long as they are having fun, as long as this and that, and trying to make every excuse that they can, is because, right, as the scriptures say, let me get that precept. And how that precept goes, they that are joined to them, right? And when that precept goes, yeah, they that are joined with them shall be thrust through. That's what I was thinking about. I think that should be Ezekiel. I think that should be Ezekiel. Thrust. Yeah, it is. So this is the book of Isaiah 13, and I'll start from verse 15. And of course, this is going into the destruction of Babylon the Great, but yeah, this is going to the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is actually telling, because there's of the doctrines that are being pushed, right? The wicked doctrines that are being justified with, as long as it's not hurting anybody, they are all doctrines and basically philosophies and practices that are being endorsed, right, promoted by Babylon the Great. So I'll start from the top. Isaiah 13 verse 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Right, and that's the main point right there. So all you people that are, this is basically you just agreeing with that wickedness. You say, oh, as long as they ain't hurt nobody, just trying to shake it, they'll weave it up as with an excuse. And that's really the mindset that you see being more and more prevalent in Babylon the Great. It's always just trying to justify the wicked actions that you see out here. Some people will say, oh, as long as they're not hurting anybody, all they are doing is just chasing a bag, they're living their life, this and that, justifying wickedness with these ridiculous standards when it's just going off, okay? And you know what I'm talking about. The different forms of wickedness that goes on in Babylon the Great every day. Everything that is against the scriptures, you see it happening all up in Babylon the Great. And a good example, the perfect example here is Jonathan Major's conviction. I did a video about how women are the women are their oppressors. And I highlighted the situation with them, Jonathan Majors, and I'm sure that right now he has already been convicted and is set to be convicted. I think that's next year, February. Showing you that really there is no justice and no law in this kingdom, because here you have video evidence that this man didn't touch this woman, but yet they are still going to convict him of, arbitrary charges, because apparently they're not even convicting him of actual assault or harassment or anything like that. But it's I've forgotten how they put it, because the laws of Babylon the Great are all, it's all messed up purposely, just so they can pin you for anything they want to pin you for, and acquit Esau Edom for anything that they want to acquit Esau Edomites for, right? So they are putting charges on him for not, I don't even know what type of assault it was, because you have different levels of assault in Babylon the Great law: aggravated, normal assault, assault with a deadly weapon, different types of charges of different types of versions of assault. So they are pinning him for some, for assault and um, I've gotten the second charge they put on him. If I remember correctly, they put two charges on him and they're going to convict him for it. But you clearly see in the evidence that this man did not put any hands on this woman, that he was innocent and he was even the victim, because you see him running away in those videos. The camera footage shows him running away, trying to get away from his woman, and his woman actually being the pursuer, being the one that is chasing after him and trying to run him down. But that just shows you that, as the scriptures say, the law is slacked in Babylon the Great. That is the book of Habakkuk 1 verse 4. Okay. But yet you want to justify the wickedness that is being pushed in Babylon the Great by saying dumbass shit like, as long as it's not hurting anybody. Even though we know that the actions go on in Babylon the Great every single day is causing harm upon the whole earth. Because not only is it bringing down the wrath of the Most High, however, Shem Yahshua upon the earth, because you have to remember that the wickedness that goes on in Babylon the Great also has that effect, to bring down the anger of the Most High, however, Shem Yahshua upon the earth. 2 Ezra 15 verse 7. Therefore saith Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Right, so the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is bringing down his judgment upon Babylon the Great for all the wickedness that goes on in his kingdom day by day. And also, it was also the actions that you see happening in Babylon the Great. You see how it affects you Babylonians, you people that are in the world, the degeneracy, the wickedness that you're allowed to promote, and it is completely corrupting and destroying you. So this is the book of Isaiah 24. Let's get that precept as well. Isaiah 24 verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. But it's not hurting anybody, right? As long as they're not hurting anybody, right? They're just living their life, right? They're just living their truth, right? It's all just justification for your wickedness. You just don't want to stop. And you don't want to stop them that you're supposed to, and you don't want them, the wicked, to stop, because you enjoy the revelry, right, of Babylon the Great. You enjoy the degeneracy, you enjoy the wickedness, the people out there in the world, because you're supposed to be against it. That's why the scriptures say that you should be against all forms of wickedness. I'm getting how that precept goes, but I think it's abhor all forms of unrighteousness or something like that. But let me just read this up first and I'll get that precept. Not doing, I remember, because my memory is a little bit junky right now. Anyway, Isaiah 24 verse 6. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And this is really just showing you, you know, how that wickedness, right? How the wickedness of, hold on a second, abstain from all unrighteousness, as I'm looking for. Here it is. So this is the book of First Thessalonians 5, verse 22. Abstain from all appearances of evil. Right, so you're supposed to be against all appearances of evil because you people out there in the world, you know that it is wrong. You know that it's wrong for a woman to be dressed in a immodest manner. You know that it is wrong for these women to be out here with all this much liberty, this whole feminism and the alphabet lifestyle. You know that all these things is wrong, which is why you're always seeing them have to justify it, right? And even for the most part, a lot of the people that are into that lifestyle have to now hide that fact. They're hiding the fact that they are in it because deep down, especially you jakes that are in the world, you jakes that are into feminism, and you jakes that are into that alphabet lifestyle, you especially know how wicked it actually is. It doesn't matter how much you try to, empower yourselves the with the decrees that are being sent forth by this kingdom. Wickedness is still wickedness, and you can't even use the excuse that it's as long as it's not hurting anybody, that your wickedness is not hurting anybody because we have just shown through the scriptures that it is. So this is the book of Leviticus 18, verse 24. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. Right, so that shows you right. This shows you right here that not only is your wickedness hurting, first and foremost, your wickedness is hurting you, right? Defiling your body, defiling your temple by performing all these unrighteous, unclean acts. And you know what I'm talking about. And let's read some of them right now because this is what is going on in Babylon the Great. So this is the book of Leviticus 18 verse 20. Leviticus 18 verse 20. And this is why I always say that adulterers, all you niggas out there in the world, not you nigger women out there in the world, that you have a man, or you have a woman, or you're with a woman and you know that she has a man, and you still lie with her, you still sleep with her. They are the same as the moles, right? They are the same as the moles, are the same as the transformers, because it's all the same form of wickedness, which is fornications, which is carnal fornication in the sense of adultery. Leviticus 18, verse 20. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife to defile thyself with her. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of Yahweh thy power. Yahweh, I am thy power. Okay, so like the name of thy power, I am Yahweh. And that's, also goes into abortions. Because all abortion really is a modern day child sacrifice. Planned parenthood is the modern day child sacrifice. Okay. And when that Roe v. Wade hearing happened, you saw all these wicked women, all these the nigger women especially, going out in the streets and protesting, talking about it's a human right, it's their human rights. And whenever the abortion is legalized in any part of the world, you always see these wicked women out there celebrating, like they just, celebrating that they have the right to legally kill their children according to Esau's law, right? Now, when you go into the scriptures, it is still wickedness, it is still going off. But you see, once again, they will try to justify it with as long as they're not hurting anybody, right? Or the unborn child isn't a person anymore. You know how Esau justifies their wickedness with lies, deceits, and pseudosciences. So this is the book of Leviticus 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind, it is abomination. And of course, it goes the same for, the women as well. Lie with mankind as with mankind, because it is an abomination. And that's those your, alphabet lifestyle relationships. Now Leviticus 18, verse 23. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereon thereto. It is confusion, bestiality, right? Yeah, which of course you can all put it under the same rainbows. It's like another rainbow structure. Now we can all put it under the same lifestyle, the same form of wickedness, including the P files as well, the PDF files as well. Now Leviticus 18 verse 24. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. And really back during the Holy Land, this was what the heathen were doing. Those Hamites, they were getting down like this, man with woman, man with another man's wife, man with another man's wife, right? Man with animals. So this is how they were getting down. And continuing on, Leviticus 18 verse 25, and the land is defiled, therefore do I visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitants. Right? You are defiling yourself, you are defiling the land, you are living in with all these wicked acts, and you see, Esau, Edom's wickedness has done this. The wickedness of this kingdom has done the same thing. It has defiled the whole earth. Whether it is pollution, right? Whether it's your genetically modified foods and things of that nature. That's just completely and it's just completely destroying the earth and even the animals as well. All kinds of chemicals, all kinds of chemicals in the air that are being breathed in, and it's messing up this the system and the functionality of it's messing up the bodies of every living thing on this earth. That's why the trees aren't green like they used to be anymore. That's why the animals, every time when you hear about 100 or so, 1,000 animals just dropping dead, fish, just them dropping dead and floating in the water, a whale beaching itself, just beaching itself. All kinds of things have trash mountain in the middle of the ocean. And this is all as a result of the wickedness that is allowed to fester in this kingdom. And all you people, all you to death, all you heathen would have it so. Leviticus 18, verse 20. Okay, yeah. Verse 26. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor a stranger that sojourneth among you. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which are before you, and the land is defiled. Right, so you see the result of wickedness. It defiles the land, and it brings destruction and death. That is all wickedness is. It brings destruction and death. And there is no, everything that is against the scriptures, all the wickedness, all the forms of wickedness all the forms of wickedness and all the forms of unrighteousness, it all brings the same result: destruction and death, perdition. So there is no, so that you can't make any justification. There is no justification. There is no excuse. There is no reason to go against the laws of the Heavenly Father. And you sure as hell can't say, as long as you're not hurting anybody, because you 100% are. So with that, I'll end the video right there once again. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yawashai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalawam.